So the first game of round 5 is done. The Chiefs getting a 41-28 win over the Bulls. It's a scoreline which probably flatters the Chiefs. I mean, a lot of people are going to get up tomorrow, having not watched the game, and read the paper and just look at the score, maybe go, oh yeah, it's about right. But, I mean, there was only 6 points in it right at full time, and the Chiefs just happened to get one last try to put the old 40 up, which makes it look a bit worse than it actually was for the Bulls. So, the old cliche is a game of two halves. I think this is a pretty good example of it. So the first half's, a bit tit for tat. Bulls score, Chiefs score, and then it's just all the Bulls. They had all the possession, building a lot of pressure on the Chiefs, getting to the point where the referee, the penalty count was ridiculous. It was 5-0. The Chiefs had been penalised 5 times to none by the Bulls, then 6, then 7, then 8. Only after they'd been penalised 8 times did the Bulls finally cop their first penalty. So there was a lot of pressure going on the Chiefs. They were conceding a lot of penalties, some of them silly, some of them from pressure. The ref did eventually warn the Chiefs, kind of, one more and you're going to be in trouble. But then the Chiefs kind of fought back for a bit. Got the Bulls back in their own half. But, in terms of scoreline, at one point it was 21-7 to the Bulls. And then it was 28-14. So the Bulls had a 2-try lead on the Chiefs for much of the game. The Chiefs didn't go into the lead until about the 63rd minute. So it was reminiscent of a lot of All Black games that we've seen over the years, where a team comes out and takes the lead against the All Blacks, but in the last 15 minutes the All Blacks chase them down. Obviously this is a lower level game, but it kind of still followed that same script. The Bulls had a few chances to really put the Chiefs away and just couldn't capitalize on it. They'd either give up a turnover or something would go wrong. Chiefs would somehow get their hands on the pill and just manage to kind of get out of jail. So the Chiefs were behind but never kind of out of reach. And the second half, and our man Brody Retallick kind of just proved to be a big difference maker. He had a big game. He seemed very fired up to win it. The commentators in New Zealand anyway keep going on and on about how different this Bulls side is from the traditional one. They must have not been paying attention to the game so far, because this hasn't been that Bulls team for a while under John Mitchell. So yeah, it was kind of what we expected. I think they did a lot better in terms of their possession for sure, compared to last week against the Reds, where they were kind of getting suffocated. But yeah, the stats did even out towards the second half. Bulls either tired or, I don't know. They had a yellow card, which wasn't helpful. I don't know what Van Vuren was doing when he took the swing at Damian McKenzie. He just tried to take his head off. The referee wanted to give him a red. The TMO talked him down to a yellow. But it's just a brain explosion moment. What was he doing? Damian had already got rid of the ball. Just kind of pull out of the tackle and leave it. But instead he kind of accelerates. Tries to just swing arm into his head. Even if he still had the ball, you can't just swing your arm into a guy's head. That hasn't been in the game for a long time. So, kind of gutting. As much as I like seeing Kiwi teams win, because I'm a Kiwi, I'm also a real sucker for an upset. So I was rooting for the Bulls for much of this game, but they just couldn't do it. I thought they're going to get a bonus point. At least that's one thing. But being 6 points behind right on full time, they tried to run it and score a try to get some miracle play, do the whole coast-to-coast thing. Even from their end goal, knocked it on, and the Chiefs just played on and got a try. So, bye-bye bonus point. I feel like, I know the teams can never be seen to be wanting to take a loss. But if you're in your own end goal, just kick the damn thing out and take the bonus point. People will not... people are going to give you grief about it, but at the end of the day, you get a bonus point away from home against the Chiefs. People are going to probably say, oh, well, that's all right. Build on it. I don't know. Like I said, Brody Retallick had a big game. Sneeman copped a hell of a hit to the head. Oh my God, it was a moment where it was head on head. I could swear I heard it on the microphone, like boom, like a clocking. And yeah, he didn't go off for his head injury assessment initially, so I was kind of surprised about that. He eventually did, must have passed it because he seemed to play on. But yeah, basic story of this game is if you can't score in the whole half of football, you're probably going to lose. So that was the case for the Bulls. 28-14 ahead at half time, and it finishes up. They're still on 28. The Chiefs move on to 41. So yeah, pretty gutted that they didn't get a bonus point. I felt that probably would have been a more fair result. Stats themselves evened out towards the end of the game. Like at halftime, I think the Bulls had 35% possession. Sorry, the Chiefs had 35% possession, but it was pretty much 50-50 by the end of the game. So game of two halves. Bulls just couldn't score when they didn't have the ball. Kind of controversially disallowed one try, but you know they had other chances as well. So yep. Interesting game though to start off the Friday, start off the round. Lots of tries, so good stuff. We'll see if the Saturday games can live up to it. What did you guys think? Did you see the game? What did you think of Sneeman's smack on the head? What did you think of that disallowed try? What did you think of the referee's performance? Because he warned the Chiefs twice. Like, if you do this again, I'm going to yellow card you, but he never did. He did it twice. So some refs, they've got like the whole memory of an elephant thing, whereas I don't care if I warned you 30 minutes ago. I told you not to do it. Boom, yellow card. This ref today must have had kind of a, oh, well, you know, it's the second half now, so you're on a clean slate. I don't like talking about the refs too much, but I just thought that was interesting. Anyway, yep, let me know your thoughts, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. See you later.